Day number 10. That's when the trouble with the tomato plants started. It began with the appearance of an alarming sign. Add nutrients now. This is not usually a problem. 2 capfuls of the good stuff is what the instructions say. But right now, I was getting concerned. The main stems were turning purple at the bottom. So, like a worried parent, I began to frantically wonder what these little green life forms required. Apparently, if I was understanding the sum of online plant articles correctly, my tomato plants were suffering from a phosphorus deficiency. It's a delicate balance. If you feed your plants too little, they die. But also, if you feed your plants too much, they die. But based on what I was seeing, I decided to give the tomato plants some general hydroponics maxi-grow. Yet, even with the boost of nutrients, my plants still seemed to be suffering. That's when I decided to check the pH level of the water. It was around 6.0, which is apparently normal for hydroponics. I even checked my drinking water. I was surprised that it was much higher. It looked to be around an 8.0, which was even higher than the bottled water from Costco. But apparently, both are within the normal range. That's what's interesting about this stuff. It can make you look at the world in a different way. So, I kept looking for the cause of my plant sadness. What were these bubbly things appearing in the center of the leaves? I don't know. I did learn one thing though. I don't think it was a good idea to add cold tap water to the bucket. When adding nutrients, it is recommended to add water, keeping the bucket at the top of the water level. While I'm not sure, and it does seem unlikely, I suspect that the plants nearest to the water fill area got too cold. After switching to around room temperature water with plant feedings, it seemed like my plants might recover. Yet, whenever I pruned leaves that looked like they were dying, the plant just got worse. With only one seemingly healthy plant left, I decided to give it more space and remove the 2 dying plants. There were a lot of roots underneath the cover. Could a lack of space be a problem? I'm not sure. Although, I do think that 3 tomato plants are too much for this 7-pod AeroGarden. My last successful tomato run only had 2 tomato plants. I was getting really disappointed by the progress. But then, I spotted something uplifting. Flowers! So, everything seemed like it was going to be alright. While I only had 1 plant left, it was quite huge. Perhaps I would still get lots of tomatoes. Wrong. On the morning of day 32, the plant collapsed. The stem was growing thicker, but not at the base. Unable to support its own weight, it fell over, which was game over for this project. So, what do you think? Should I just give up, knowing that I can get cherry tomatoes at the store, or are losses merely future wins? With this newfound plant knowledge, should I try again?